I hope you enjoyed your homework. Now I want to talk about how unique you are and your individual talents are. So 18 million, actually over 18 million people have taken this assessment worldwide. So if I were to ask you, what do you think the chances are of somebody having your top 5? What would you tell me? Well, folks, here's the number. 1 in 279,000 people could potentially have your top 5 in the same order that you have it. If I were to ask you how many people have your top 5 in the exact order you have it, what would you say? The chances of somebody having your top 5 in the exact order that you have it is 1 in 33 million. I don't know about you, but when I heard that number, I thought, wow, I'm pretty special. This is very unique to me and who I am. And as a coach myself, I find it completely fascinating that I can see people with the same similar talents in their top 5 in varying orders, but yet every person I talk to that even has a similar talent, how it manifests itself and how it shows up in their personal life and their job and their work is unique to who they are based on their other top 5. So if I have connectedness and I have analytical, that's going to look different in how it shows up, how I show up in a team, in my family, versus connectedness with a developer. If you can begin to understand the uniqueness of who you are and what you bring to the table, then you're going to start showing up at work, at home, in relationships in a different way than you have been. I know since I'm kind of immersed in this stuff now, it's allowed me to kind of grow in a confidence of saying, okay, even if somebody has similar talents to me in the room, what Jennifer is bringing to the table is going to be different than this person over here. And when we understand that, we can start to bring ourselves fully to the table, but we can also start understanding how we tap into other people and their talents in a way that allows us to go much further together than we would on our own. A staggering 87% of people worldwide are actively disengaged in their jobs, while organizations that have a strengths-based culture outperform their peers by 147%. So, if I were to ask you how engaged in your job are you, what would you say? Are you just showing up for a paycheck and then leaving for the day? That would be considered disengagement. Talent is a natural reoccurring thought, feeling, or behavior. So I go through a specific thought process, I have emotions about it, and I act towards something. So every time I come into a conversation with you, or I come to the table for a meeting at an organization, we've got a project and goals that we're working towards, I'm going to immediately go through a pattern of thought that's going to affect my behaviors and my emotions towards it. There's only one you, and I want to make sure that you are showing up with your full potential in your job, in your home life, with your friends, and everywhere you go. So we've designed some exercises for you to do following this segment that will help you answer some questions about where you are specifically on your engagement and how you can start harnessing and leveraging your talents to be more actively engaged.